Thank you. Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. Welcome to all for being here with us. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, salutations, newcomers. You're in for a fun time. I am Shalis, without any risk, and I am your humble MC for tonight. Firstly, I'd like to thank Dr. Raihana Muhammad Maidin for attending the event tonight and for your guidance for PTM 3.0. Your support has been crucial for the event's success. I also want to thank the team for making this possible. It is through their passion and dedication that we can be here today, housing another session of Pass the Mic. This event wouldn't have come to fruition without the members working hard every step of the way. Without you guys, and of course the participants, this event would not have happened. Just a quick reminder, stay to the end in order to scan your attendance and fill the feedback form for Pastor Mike 3.0. Before we begin, let's give a welcome to Farah, our lead program director, to give a short speech to commemorate our session tonight.
Is it over for you? It's still we are studying soon, is it?
Yeah,
No, I moved it.
Oh,
I think it's the internet. Okay.
it's got something to talk about. Ada lagi? Okay, lagi. Alright. Okay, I'm so sorry. We had like a technical difficulty there. Um, which is pretty normal for an online event. We try to minimize the errors. Okay. Anyway, Assalamualaikum. I'm Farah Hana Bidang Farish. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pastor Mike 3.0. It's truly an honor to stand before y'all as the Vice President of the Society and the lead for Pastor Mike 3.0. This initiative has always been about creating a safe, supportive, and inclusive space for UKM students to share their stories, ideas, and talents. Whether you're here to speak or listen, we are so glad that you have chosen to spend the night with us. Before we dive in, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the vision behind this initiative, which is Natasha Rahman, who successfully brought Pastor Mike 1.0 and Pastor Mike 2.0 to life, setting a high standard for the sense of community and expression we all value so deeply. As her successor, I aspire to continue her legacy by expanding the program even further. While today's session will remain online, I'm allowing us to engage through the comfort of our own spaces. I'm thrilled to announce that we are actively planning for the next installment, which is Pastor Mike 4.0, to include a physical session. It's my hope that moving forward, each term we will feature both online and physical formats to better connect us as a community. So stay tuned, it's going to be an exciting evolution. So I would like to encourage all of you to fully engage with tonight's session, support the speakers, ask meaningful questions, and most importantly, be present and open to the stories being shared. Together, let's make this event full of connection, inspiration, and growth. With that, let's pass the mic and begin.
Alrighty, thank you, Farah, for that amazing remark and speech. Let's start off with our first presenter, Kyle Rina, who will be sharing about their passion for Gundam. As someone who has never got into Gundam, I am curious about this. Let's see what they have to say about it. The stage is set for you, Kyle Rina.
You can tutup. Udah tutup? Okay.
That's it. picture of the Vocaloid is telling you. Tengah rekod kan?
It's okay, it's okay. Yes, we can. Yeah. It's okay, it's okay. You can take your time now.
By the way, when I'm talking, can you hear the outside? You cannot, right?
I know, it's okay. Yeah, you're still in the call.
Or the internet needs better innovation. All anime hobbies are expensive.
True that. I agree. pretty.
3,000. 3,000 ringgit. Thank you so much, guys. That was an amazing sharing one. Personally, I'm more of a Transformers gal, or at least I am recently. Um, well, I noticed that you said that Gundam has a lot of history, and I think that's very common in a lot of hobbies that are seemingly very simple. But like Gundam shows that even if it's something very simple like a hobby, it shows how in depth something can go into. So if you just take the time to delve deeper, seemingly innocuous things can sometimes grow into an obsession. I think Kai understands that word very well. Don't look into my fandom history either. Now, I'd like to open the floor to anyone who has questions for our presenters. To ask questions, either just raise your hand and open your mic, or you can put your question into the chat box, and my fellow team will um, give the question to. Oh, Nurin, what's your question? Nampak screen tak? Screen tu. Saya tak share. Okay.
Okay, another one. And
Alisa has a question. You know what? Maybe I'll present.
Saya tak share. Apa?
Tak ada. It's okay. I'll present.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
think you just tell me if you need to change the. I think I can. I boleh correct apa ni? Look at the placing dulu je. Can you see the comment? No.
do you have any hidden gem for places usually?
I have a question. Is there like an official store for Gundam in Malaysia? Because you said Malaysia Gundam.my. Hmm. Hmm. My laptop is like struggling right now. It's like huh?
Malaysia's fun.
I'm trying now. I have another question to add. I want to know, is the bigger Gundam easier to install or the smaller ones are easier to install?
I think it's Canberra. That's what height.
I'm presenting?
Yeah, but I think my internet slow. Tak nampak apa.
Is it okay?
No, it just salvage.
Thank you so much, guys. And you have a very wide knowledge of Gundam. And I can understand when you said that you have an obsession. Okay, I understand. Well, thank you very much, guys. To all listeners out there, not just for this program, we are going to present our next speaker. So listen up. To all the listeners out there, not just for this program, we have an interesting topic from Ryan. This is for the music lovers. He will be talking about music, obviously, as I have said it 3 times. So let's lend an ear to our presenter, Ryan. The mic is yours.
My camera is like struggling. It can't even like.
Okay, I'm gonna try PDF it. Okay. Yeah, it's not just us.
Are you having problems with Canva? Because we're all having problems with Canva.
Apparently, it's only Canva that's causing problems. Nothing else. We have three laptops and two tablets here. All of them cannot use Canva right now, so don't worry. I think it's just Canva that's being a bee.
Maybe just present the PDF file. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, send it to the speaker chat. PDF your files right now.
So, Harini and Adina. Yes. Kita nak jadikan dia PDF ke? Oh, alright, okay.
I think it's more the stand Twitter side.
Do you know that?
I don't know, but it's fun hearing
Okay.
it. Are you a spa?
No, it's a TikTok thing. So basically, there's this like in the group I saw and they're eating, and this already made a commentary. Why is she eating the food first? Did she know Ming is the mummy? Mummy eats first.
Wait, it's not Monday, it's like the youngest one.
I don't know.
Right. Wow. I love music too. That's good, that's good.
Ming is the mummy. Hey, I'm still giggling about this.
It's very s- where? Gyro. Same. Real. Kid era coming.
Gramophone, the oldest form of music is Spotify, the modern form of music.
A what?
Gramophones, the oldest form of music is Spotify, the modern form of music.
Damn.
Steal your Spotify rap.
Question two.
The Weekend for the win. The cranberry zombies about like war.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ryan, are you done? Okay, thank you so much, Ryan, for your insight in music. There's a lot of things that we didn't know about, and thank you, Ryan, for sharing that with us. There's one thing I would like to say. I'm more of an indie rock and punk rock gal. So when you say I fight you, Ryan, I will fight you when it comes to music. I will fight you. Let the indie rock rule. Linkin Park, Skillet, set it off for the win. But while we're at it, the stage is open for the Q&A for Ryan. Does anyone have any questions for our music lover?
Anthony, your Spotify minutes.
Me.
Listen.
Rose. I.
80s.
I need to know his
Okay,
minutes listen.
Linkayin asks, have you heard about this K-pop boy band named Artist? She dropped that by like it's an indie artist. Hold on.
Sasha, I forgot. Sasha's an 80s fan.
Kinda like.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so we have a music recommendation from our friend here. So go listen to that song, I guess. But for my question, Ryan, what? I will fight you. There's one. Have you heard of this one indie rock band called Citizen Soldier? Have you heard of it? Right?
Ryan is a pop girly.
Ryan's a pop girl. Ryan, where are you? I said fight me, not run.
Hold on, I think the girl boy.
Oh no.
He accidentally went out. Hold on, we just wait for Ryan. I think Ryan accidentally got booted out. We just wait for him, but like I can tell that Ryan is a pop gorilla. He told everyone he's a pop gorilla. About Spotify rap and minutes. Can I know y'all?
Drop your
Please.
Spotify rap in the chat.
Drop it right now. I need to know. Like because like I don't really listen to music that often. Even though like I'm really deep into my Spotify, mine was only like 12,000. Is that a lot?
No, it's so little.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah.
Mine-
was like 12,000.
Mine, I thought like I listened little this year, but it's actually 78,000.
Okay, Marisa said she listened to 78,000 minutes.
That's actually the lowest because before it was like 80 and 100.
How do people find this?
Real music lover.
Mine is almost 100k. Do y'all shower with the song on or what's going on?
Of course we shower with the song on. What do you mean?
Oh, sorry.
I can't go on like just a short like walk without listening to music.
True. Srini is kind of also. Shasha. Oh yeah, Shasha is also an artist fan. I think. Lin Kai can talk to Shasha about artist. She's a stan. And also Honey. I think 78,000. Oh my god. How do you mean? Maybe my life is just that swimming. Okay. Okay, maybe Ryan started his debate. That's a possibility. Okay, yeah. So that's a possibility. So I'm gonna pass it back to Shasha because Ryan did tell me that he's going to start debate at 9. So maybe he is in the debate right now. Tiba-tiba. Alright.
Drop the act, Sasha. Okay. So since Ryan isn't here, I guess we should go on to our third presenter. For our third presenter, we have Adlina. Knowledge is everywhere and it is not limited to our textbook. But I'll let her explain the rest. with her topic, Things We Don't Learn from Textbooks. The stage is yours, Adlina. Saya tak boleh share screen langsung. Haus bagi air.
Huh?
Apa kat atas tu? Macam sepak concert.
Atas.
Dah tua dah kereta. 14 tahun.
when you pass out.
Oh yeah, those crunch.
I'll just turn the music up.
That's so cool.
Itu tak planning kita.
Huh?
Itu tak planning kita.
39, so jump into it.
Kita kan ke sekolah kan. This is our third
Third.
semester.
Yeah.
Semua. Okay. This time kan macam kita boleh on time.
Mm.
Biasanya 1 jam awal. Biasanya 1 jam awal.
Yeah.
This is so well. Yeah, right?
So cool, like everything. She did her research.
Right?
Mm.
Ini still banyak to learn. Ayah sebab panas. Ayah tu kereta dulu dia selalu tau enjin panas. So dia simpan 1 botol air besar yang 5 liter tu.
Tuang.
jalan muka macam supermodel. You know your word. No
What?
scammy.
Hmm?
No scammy.
Oh yeah.
I muka blur.
Thank
Macam
you so
cakap
much,
macam
Adelina. That is a
Is it
lot
true?
of useful information. Personally, I'm not a good, how do you say, I don't know anything about cars. Even when I have my license, I have a license right now. It's 1 year old. I should be out of my parking permit. What's called practice permit, and I still haven't driven a car. Only today I started, but that's only because I'm desperate. And thank you so much, Adina, for telling us all of this. This type of information is very useful, especially right now because we're at that age where we are starting to feel the need to get a car, not only because we are now at the age where we can drive a car, we are also at the age where we can buy a car if we have a job, and we're also at the age where we need a car to get anywhere. We cannot take a Grab every single day. We'll go broke faster. But thank you so much, Adelina. But before that, the the Q&A stage is now open. I'm sure a lot of people have questions for you. So raise your hand and open your mic or leave a comment in the chat box. Tak nampak ke screen? Someone, someone cuba share. Saya tak boleh.
That's really awesome.
Princess.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's very good advice. Please send a compliment to your father for teaching you this because I think, personally for me, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about things that I did not know about before, especially about the car towing thing. I didn't know that. I haven't even heard of it. So thank you so much for telling that. But I also have a question. How do you like how do you remember all of this? Like you said your father told you. How do you remember all of that and able to pass the knowledge on to us? Like how do you know that?
I have a confession. I think I already said in the chat box. I have been driving my car for a whole year now, and I haven't pumped the tires yet. Never once. And okay, and the thing is, you showed the picture exactly, and I'm like, oh, my tire is deflated. It almost deflated. Oh, okay, that's how you change. Okay, okay, that's how you know, because I didn't know how to check for the pressure, because you need a machine to check it, and I didn't know that you can check it at the gas station. I just thought it's just putting in the air and then you just guess, oh, okay, it's hard now, okay, we take it out. I thought it was like that, honestly. I didn't know that you have a specific like pump at the tepi of the crater. I also didn't know that. Thank you so much for sharing. Because this is okay, this obviously at our age, this is my first time owning a car, and I don't know a single thing about it. And uh taking care of a car is really difficult, and it should not be as this difficult. I think it's because the knowledge is not shared enough amongst, especially amongst girls. um yeah, and because of the, I think we are scared about going to the tempat a bengkel, especially because of getting scammed, and then we cannot be there without our brother or male friend. We have this fear of getting scammed, and I have thought about this a while, where a lot of women are scared to learn about cars because there's also a fear of getting scammed, but they also don't know where to learn it from, because some of us don't really have a present male figure that we can depend on. And I can say this like positively, because I've had a friend, I asked how to check pressure tire, and you know what he said? Oh, when you drive the car for a while, you already know lah, the tire tak cukup tayar, tak cukup angin. How? And that doesn't make any sense. So I would like to thank you so much for showing me the pictures and everything. And honestly, I wouldn't really care about it, because the thing about a lot of us is that benda tu tak jadi lagi, so why would I worry about it? Yeah. So anyone else has a question for Alina? Please, you can open your mic or type in the chat box. Oh, Nurul asks, Adlina, in your opinion, what's the best car? I mean, color based on the engine power, battery, and all of that. This is subjective, but I want to hear what Adlina has to say.
When you said about tire power, I was gonna say Allah is protecting this girl.
Wait, you say you're using Proto Saga? It's not the... It's a crazy kan yang pakai minyak. Yeah, because my friends like using it. She said macam she's doing Grab, and she cakap macam she had like to charge 2 skates but use a lot of tu kan.
Yeah. That's why my friend like, oh, can we go?
I'm not trying to be stingy, but like, I'm sorry. Yeah, unless you're like using Myvi. Myvi really save the tu kan.
True, I second that, because the purpose of having car is like, a lot of people think it's like a social symbol as well. We think of it as a luxury social symbol, but for me, and I think for a lot of people who are working in the working class, prefer a car that can get you to point A to point B, from point A to point B, and that's what's important. And I do agree with the Proton and Perodua one, because I own a Proton Saga, and 30 ringgit is not enough for a week, and I'm sad, and I have to spend a lot of money on fuel. And I even, okay, I even went to a bengkel and asked why is my minyak cepat habis. Kenapa minyak I cepat habis? I asked them. And they're like, oh, it's just proton problem. I drove home with full sadness that day and realized that this car is gonna cost me a lot of money. But it's still here till today, so I'm grateful that it can get me to point A to point B from point A to point B. Anyone else has a question? Mm, yeah. Oh, dream car, Alina. Or a good cat, yeah. True. I heard that. Okay. I heard that when you crash an EV car, it will explode. Is that true? True.
Car that she was thinking about is like one of those like old cartoon cars. You drive into a wall, kaboom! what model car is that? Oh, it is the 1960 cartoon car.
I
The
did
model is
not.
not used anymore.
Like okay, kind of, but I had some people told me like, oh, if you drive an EV, if you get into like a horrible accident, kaboom, it will explode. Which is like, only happened once or twice I heard, but like that was a huge fear of me. Like I don't know, imagine like crashing your car and then suddenly you blink and you're gone. So also, how old is your car by the way, Adelina? 3 years old. Oh, still new lah, alhamdulillah. So that's good. Okay, what's your opinion on panaskan minyak?
Yeah. Oh, that.
Because when I'm driving, I always panaskan my minyak, and that's a habit of mine because my car is old. It's 2010, and my family also panaskan minyak. Panaskan minyak. But yeah, actually mine has to panaskan minyak because I think it, I think it will tersekat-sekat juga because I've never seen it tersekat-sekat, but I heard that models that are 2016 and above, they don't need to really panaskan minyak because they have this like compartment in the car where you don't really need to panaskan minyak. But if your car model is lower than 2016, you need to panaskan minyak whether or not if you have to like. So that's what I heard, and I hope like there's some input to guys yang have cars that are older than 2016. So yeah, I had to learn that the hard way, and I hope you guys own a car one day and do remember all of this. So I want to pass this back to Charlize, and we can go on with our next speaker.
We've got hobbies and we've got wisdom, but it's not over yet. Our next piece is a story from the heart, a piece of experience from an individual, and sometimes the best story is the one that comes from the person. Up next is our fourth presenter to showcase her personal work, Honey. Honey, the stage is yours. What do you mean? There's no one. There's nobody else. I already added. Yes.
The human experience is a mess of contradictions. And just like what you said, we might not feel what we believe, and but we can't really think what we feel either. We are a mess of contradictions, and I think this sums it up pretty well. We feel this, but we think that. We think this, but we feel this. We cannot
Choose one and ignore the other. But at the same time, we cannot choose neither, nor can we choose both. We are just a mess, basically. We are one big mess. And I think this will be sticking in my mind for a while. But before, yeah, before we delve deeper into that, who wants to pick at Hannah's brain, ask some questions? What caused her to write this? The Q&A is open for you all now. Ask her, pick at her brain. I think you can present.
Wow.
Tapi saya send awak just in case saya tak boleh present.
Kat mana?
Kat awak personal.
Can you email terus?
Email. Email tak boleh, kita kena buka dalam satu tab lama.
Okay. So, you hantar kat mana?
Ah.
You hantar kat mana?
WhatsApp. I have one question. Do you have any more of this? More of this kind of writing? Do you have more poems or stuff like that? Like, do you have any more ideas of this that just randomly comes out and then you put it in like a PDF doc? magazine lah.
Yeah, she's the head.
You should.
You should.
Please do. Please publish your writing because it's really good and it really touches the heart, especially since it really does come from the heart. Does anyone have any more questions? Raise your hand, open your mic, or just put it in the chat box.
So I've okay. Not a question. Maybe it's a question. Okay. So I've read a lot, not a lot of Honey stuff. Personally, like I've been working with Honey, and I've read the columnist, which is Honey's zine, by the way. If you guys see like the TikTok zine, do check it out. It's Honey's work and a lot of other columnists as well, and Honey is the lead of it. Um, I've read a lot about, not a lot, couple of works, and a lot of it is pretty much in tune with each other. Is there a direction or a theme that you focus on when you are writing, or do you write just about anything and everything, or when you write you're filled with one or two types of emotion that you feel, so you go with that theme instead? Yes, that's my question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a question?
Is there any more questions for Hani? Actually, there's one thing I like to ask Hani. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Someone else asked it for me. Honey, will you do more of this? More of this writing, more of this like sharing with others lah. Because I think it's worth it. I want to see more. They want to see more. I think doctor would like to see more. Everyone would want to see more. So, will you do more of this? Well, in the future, Pastor Mike 4.0, we'll see you again, I think. Will we see you again? That's a yes. Alright, we'll see you again. That's a promise, okay, honey? Okay, and with no other questions, does anyone else have any questions for honey? I hope you feel more heavy emotions soon so that we can get more stuff. Hopefully, good emotion lah. Please don't wish her depression. Okay, I think we'll end the Q&A session alright over there. The day was long and tonight was eventful. We have seen and heard pieces of people from their hearts to their minds. And we have one more presenter as we wind down to the end of this evening. Give a round of applause to your final presenter, your one, your only, your darling MC. Yes, it's my turn now. Hello everybody, it's my turn on the stage. Or I guess in this little square of my presentation. Let me share. That's your turn. I cannot see the screen. Uh-oh.
Tak ada. Okay, can you share?
Okay, let me try and share. Oh, now I can see it. Can you see now?
Yep.
Okay, never mind. So Farah will help me share. So, as you can see, my presentation is Snapshot Year 2024. First off, my name is Shalis. And the picture over there that you can see is a picture that I actually drew. This is actually a picture of my best friend back before we met face to face. So she only told me her description of what her eye color looks like, her hair, which she says is short and kind of broad. So I drew this picture for her birthday before I even know what she looks like. And next is where I grew up. So if you can see here, this is Paradigm Mall in Johor Bahru. So I grew up in Johor Bahru, born there, raised there, and I'm only here to study. Paradigm Mall is actually a place where I spend a lot of my time in because Malaysia is hot. And Paradigm Mall is also the closest place to my house. So whenever my family feels like hanging out or anywhere, we go to Paradigm Mall to like maybe watch a movie or eat or just walk around. Paradigm Mall is basically our playground. And the next up we have my hobbies. So my hobby is drawing and writing. I started writing in 2016, so I was around 15 years old. I just started writing my first story on Wattpad, and at around 2 years or 3 years later, I moved on to AO3. Both of these websites are actually websites to post fan fiction, which is writing for fandoms or like writing for shows, movies, TVs, anything that's in mainstream. And then right now I'm using Ellipsis. That's the E symbol. Ellipsis is actually a new writing website made for writers by writers. So the thing is, when you write on Wattpad, your your writing can sometimes get stolen or your account can get closed. So that's a risk when using Wattpad. And also Wattpad is only focused on original works that is centered around romance or very, very cringy fanfiction. I cannot judge. I was one of those cringy fanfic writers. And the thing with AO3 or Archive of Our Own, when you write on their website, they do not have an autosave. So if you accidentally restarted your tab, you can lose the entire draft. There is no autosave. If you make a mistake, it's gone forever. I have lost countless chapters with that. And Ellipsis is basically combining the best parts of the two. Ellipsis is a writing website that feels like Wattpad and also AO3. It has an autosave, it has the basic simple layout of writing for you have your paragraphs, you have your chapter breaks, you can add pictures and stuff like that. And the best part about it is it does not steal anything. So if you use like say Google Docs, Google can steal your writing and put it into AI. Ellipsis does not do that. So right now Ellipsis is in beta, so they're still very new. But hopefully Ellipsis will be a new writing platform for up and coming writers. I'm talking about you. Okay. So the next slide is unfortunately my fandom. I started writing Undertale. Yes, I started very cringy with Undertale fandom. More like Undertale X Reader and Undertale Alternate Universes. And then I moved on to Sonic the Hedgehog. I didn't do much in Sonic, just lingered there for like a couple of years. And then I moved on to specifically Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I'm still praying for season 3. They cancelled it too soon. But now I am at the Trash of the Count Family phase. Which, if you don't know, Trash of the Count Family is a Korean novel which centers around this redhead person who dreams of becoming a slacker, and he is transported to a medieval world where he has to basic fantasy. You've got dragons, you've got elves. He wants to be a slacker. He ends up becoming the leading commander of the what's it called, the army. Slacker life, I'm sorry, that is what's it called, an unrequited love for this guy. I'm so sorry, Kill. The next part is my drawing. So when I say I draw mostly for fandom stuff. On the right is for Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is basically just for my fanfiction. You can see I drew very simple. The middle one is actually Rain Whispers from the Owl House. So if anyone watches the Owl House, you recognize this guy. He's a non-binary ally. I love him. He's so fun. He loves music, and I love music as well. And on the left is actually I was actually trying out a new like painting technique using digital art, and I was also trying out a new brush. So I decided to paint like a very like night shadow place. And as you can see, the tiny glittery eel, that is my friend's doodle that I redrew and added Peony. Yeah, I love drawing. I'm still improving, but yeah. The next part is my musical favorites. Ryan, if you're still here, Fight Me, Linkin Park, Citizen Soldier, the best type of song. I know you're a girly pop, but please, please, I can make you into a rock stand. But just for an explanation, I think everyone knows Linkin Park. They know their vibe. It's a rock band. But Citizen Soldier, this is actually an indie band that you can find on YouTube or Spotify. They are recent. They are very new. I think they started in 2019 or 2020, very recently. But they have they have an identical vibe to Linkin Park in the sense that they sing rock songs, and also it surrounds mental health. So you know Chester, the the previous songwriter for Linkin Park, he wrote songs like "Somewhere I Belong," "Numb," you know, those types of songs that tackles depression, that tackles mental health and stuff like that. We miss him. We love his songs. But without him, Linkin Park was just never the same, right? And those musics, they touch the hearts. Citizen Soldier is similar. Not only that, the leading songwriter is actually a therapist. So whatever lyrics are in those songs, they are words that he has heard before from his patients, and sometimes you just cannot verbalize what you're feeling. But Citizen Soldier's music really helps you verbalize what you're feeling inside. So if you love Linkin Park, I recommend check out Citizen Soldier. They're new, they're still updating new songs every few months. And if you love rock, or I hope you will love rock after this, then you will hopefully like Citizen Soldier. And the next is a picture of my friends. So you can see the one with the bunny is um why is it now that I forgot her name? Short April, right? Her name is April. April is from UK Ambassador. And actually, the second picture is also me with the UK Ambassador group. UK Ambassador group is actually my first, I would say my first real friends. I'm not saying it lightly. UK Ambassadors group, this little circle of friends and this club, is actually my first group friend ever. Like, I'm currently 23. This is my first like group of friends, and I cherish these pictures. I cherish them every single day. And the person with the green hair, that is my friend that I mentioned before. The one that I drew her picture in like the second slide. This is her. Her name is Victoria, and she's from Austria. Our friendship is 5 years strong, going on 6 years, and I love her. She's my bestest friend in the whole wide world. This picture was actually taken this year. She was visiting me for my birthday, and as her birthday present to me, she flew from Austria with her family and just was in Malaysia with me for an entire week. We went karaoke, we went to Legoland. There was a petting zoo. We pet some snakes. We pet. I think it was not an alpaca. What's the small one? The llama. There was a baby llama over there. So yeah, that was great. That was amazing. And the next slide is actually my 2024 vision board. So why did I mention everything above? That is my 2024 vision board. As you can see, there's a 3.5 GPA. There's a section for my hobbies. I was actually planning on writing more, or like doing more journaling, because I wanted to like get my mental health in order. I wanted to put all of my stuff in writing. And then there's also like a small section for myself. I wanted to like do more stretches, drink tea in the morning, do yoga, get healthier, you know, the basic the basics of like the 2024 vision goals. But sliding down, did I get it? So did I get it? What do you mean? Did you forget your 2024 vision goals? All of your dreams, all of your goals, did you achieve it? So, let's review. Did I reach my 2024 goals? Did I get 3.5 GPA? Did I have healthier habits? Maybe I did more journaling? Did I gain more friends? With the goals I set down, and as we reach the final month of 2024, did I get what I wanted with my little 2024 vision board? In a way, no. No, I didn't. But in other ways, I would say I got more than I would ever dream of having. And as you can see, sometimes life is like art. You don't know what you have until you look back to where you came from. When you notice your origin, when you notice where you started from, only then will you notice how far you have gone. So, really, don't focus purely on the chase. Don't focus on the goals right in front of you. Do not focus on, oh, I need to do this. This is my goal. This is my vision. 2024, 2025, I want to do this. I think you should just take your time. Take your time. Take a breath in and out. Look back and just appreciate where you are right now. And only then will you notice how far you've gone. And in time, you'll find that you have more than what you ever thought you could have. So, as I close PTM, as we close the month of 12, which is December, as we close in on 2024 and going to 2025, there's one question I want to ask all of all of you here today. What's your snapshot? What is your 2024? Did you achieve your goals? If you didn't, what did you have? What did you have now that you didn't have back then? So really, what's your snapshot? And that's all for me. I think I typed it more than I did. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you for listening, everyone. I am now opening the Q&A, but this time your MC will be answering it. Does anyone have questions? Please go in the chat.
So somebody asked, what's your favorite trope?
Oh, I forgot what tropes mean. Personally, I write X. I write the most painful, tear-jerking, I will make you cry stories. But personally, my favorite trope is crap. I love the most ridiculous stories you have ever heard, the most ridiculous ships you have ever seen. Maybe like I think one example was Magical Girl AU in a fandom where there should not be magical girls. So for example, Harry Potter, but instead of magic, you have magical girls. So full transformation, dresses, and magic wand, stuff like that. I love crap. I love the most ridiculous stories. They're the most creative. Um, I used to write like Canon X Reader, and then I moved on to Canon X Canon, and then I moved on to Canon X Original Character, and now I don't write ships anymore. I just write like canon relationships. Best friends to lovers over enemies to lovers. No, I personally prefer enemies to friends to enemies. Or like whatever Transformers is having with Megatron and Optimus Prime. I forgot to mention that with Kai's like little rant about her obsession with Gundam. I'm not into Gundam. I'm currently into Transformers, and Kai mentioned that she does not go into like the war stuff. That's not me. I dove into the war stuff in Transformers. You would be surprised at what kind of lore stuff is in Transformers. It's not just fighting robots. It is a lot. Please, if you ever have the time, or like if you're just curious, dive into whatever random fandom that you want to find, Transformers or something like that. You'll find that it goes deep. It goes really deep, and you will find something that you were not expecting to find in a silly little show at all. So, what was your follow-up question? I'm sorry, I didn't post any Sonic fanfiction. I'm sorry. The only one fanfiction of Sonic that I wrote was actually a creepy pasta turned into an adventure comic of Sonic EXE. And I never posted it because I wrote it when I was 13. It's in somewhere in my aunt's laptop, collecting dust in her hard drive. Oh no, please don't.
You write self-insert?
Welcome. Farah asks, do I write self-insert? I don't think so. I used to wrote. Oh, never mind. I did. Oh no. Why did you have to remind me? No. Okay. Here's the story. It was in the Undertale fandom. It was in the Undertale fandom. I wrote an OC. It was actually too close to me. So technically, I did wrote a self-insert.
I think we all had the self-insert moment, whether it's reading or writing. uh,
I think that's the stepping stone of fandom. You start off with the cringiest thing that you can do, which is um, self-insert or X-reader. That is the stepping point of any fandom of any fandom.
I'm the MC, like literally. Okay, so Dr. Rahana asks, what app do you use for drawing? And what's the name of the Korean series again?
Oh, the Korean series. I thought you said like I thought you said like shows. I don't watch shows. Okay. The first thing, the app I use is IBS Paint, the free version. I've been using it since I was 15. Since I was drawing like very cringe art. I don't have a pencil, so my drawing apparatus is this. This girl has been using her fingers to draw for 5 years. I cannot use a stylus. It's not working anymore. And as for the Korean series, the official name is Loud of the Count Family, or like Trash of the Count Family. There is a translated version at Eat Apple's Pie's website. I will give you one warning. It is 500 chapters long for part one. There's a part two, and it's still ongoing. Part one is 500 chapters long. It's free on the website, the Apple Pie's website. So just type Trash of the Trump Family. You can read it online. But again, it's 500 chapters. And the author is currently writing part two, which is currently at 300 chapters. And she uploads a chapter every 3 days. Most of the fandom has given up keeping up with the story, to be honest. I didn't even finish the story yet. I'm only at chapter 400, not even that, 390, I think. And I stopped because it was too much. So, is there any other questions?
what is it like having a long distance relationship? Sorry, friendship, not relationship, right? And maintaining it for that long. How do you do it?
Ooh, I like this question. It was, I will say this, it was partly due to her stubbornness. Kiara's, not Kiara's, Victoria's stubbornness is the reason that we are friends for this long. Here's the story of here's the story of how we became friends. It started on AOT. I was writing cringy Undertale fanfiction. Yes, when I said Undertale was my origin, that was my origin. Undertale fanfiction. I was writing Undertale fanfiction, and I put in the little comment section down below. If anyone wants to help me become the beta reader, please do so. My friend was reading my story, saw the note, and typed, "Hey, I like your story, but can I fix your grammar?" It started from there. It started from there. Yes, our friendship started because my grammar was so bad. She had to comment on my story to fix it. And we started talking. Back then, my internet was so bad. I was behind the times with like technology. So back then, the only way we conversed was through Gmail. So you know how Gmail, you can just send messages back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, that was us. We have occasionally we would reach the 100 limit of Gmails like per thread, and one of us would open a new Google Doc, type in the number like chat bracket number. What was the last number we had? 125, 99, I think, something like that. And then in the bracket of the body of the word, we would say, next email, check here, and then we continue more, and it kept going like that for years. Until finally I got Discord, and then we just started chatting normally. And how to maintain a long distance friendship? You cannot have a friendship with only one person. That's the thing. We wouldn't be friends if she didn't talk to me and I didn't talk to her. If any one of us stop talking to one another, the conversation just ends there. And I don't mean like if you stop talking to one person for like a week and then the friendship is over. It's not like that. We can sometimes go like maybe 1 week or 3 weeks, maybe like 1 month without talking to anyone, without talking to each other. But when we talk again, the conversation will just continue as if nothing happened. And sometimes that's just what you need to maintain a friendship. You just have to keep talking. And sometimes you just want to keep talking. Friendships cannot happen one-sidedly. It just cannot happen. I know it's a trope. One-sided love, one-sided romance, one-sided friendship, unrequited love. It's fun and painful to read, but in real life, that's just sad. To be honest, it's just sad. That means that either one of you is not interested in the friendship, or just you don't feel open enough to like continue the conversation. So yeah, I think, yeah. Oh, a small caveat: what it's like to have a long distance friendship. I'm in Malaysia. She's in Austria. We have a 7 hour time difference. My morning is her midnight. So we would text either late at night for me or late at night for her. And sometimes you just have to just leave 20 messages and just wait for the other person to reply back one by one. And that's all.